let's go to President Obama's reaction. First, he's got nothing but kind words for McChrystal. Let's go to clip number 1.
Today I accepted General Stanley McChrystal's resignation as commander of the International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan. I did so with considerable regret, but also with certainty that it is the right thing for our mission in Afghanistan, for our military, and for our country. I'm also pleased to nominate General David Petraeus to take command in Afghanistan, which will allow us to maintain the momentum and leadership that we need to succeed. I don't make this decision based on any difference in policy with General McChrystal, as we are in full agreement about our strategy. Nor do I make this decision out of any sense of personal insult. Stan McChrystal has always shown great courtesy and carried out my orders faithfully. I've got great admiration for him and for his long record of service in uniform. Over the last 9 years, with America fighting wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, he has earned a reputation as one of our nation's finest soldiers.
I got nothing but love for him. We did a man hug earlier. That guy is awesome. He's got nunchucks. Well, then why'd you fire the guy? What's going on? Calm down with the man love. You just fired the dude. Now, you could tell Biden's behind him. Biden's like, let me have at him, man. Because Biden took the heaviest hits from that Rolling Stone piece. I can just see him like jumping in there going, oh, yeah, what happened now, McChrystal? Who's saying, bite me now? Right? And then Obama with the flowing praise. He's like, he's always a man who's always showed great courtesy to me. Except for that time that he threw me under the bus in that Rolling Stone article for which I fired him. And the other time when he put me in a really bad spot by leaking his recommendations to the press and making me, pressuring me to agree with him on troop increase. Other than that, though, he's just been a doll. Okay, so all right, so Barack, why'd you fire him? Clip number 2.
My multiple responsibilities as Commander-in-Chief led me to this decision. First, I have a responsibility to the extraordinary men and women who are fighting this war, and to the democratic institutions that I've been elected to lead. I've got no greater honor than serving as Commander-in-Chief of our men and women in uniform. And it is my duty to ensure that no diversion complicates the vital mission that they are carrying out. That includes adherence to a strict code of conduct. The strength and greatness of our military is rooted in the fact that this code applies equally to newly enlisted privates and to the general officer who commands them. It is also true that our democracy depends upon institutions that are stronger than individuals. That includes strict adherence to the military chain of command and respect for civilian control over that chain of command. And that's why, as Commander-in-Chief, I believe this decision is necessary to hold ourselves accountable to standards that are at the core of our democracy. Second, I have a responsibility to do whatever is necessary to succeed in Afghanistan and in our broader effort to disrupt, dismantle, and defeat al-Qaeda. I believe that this mission demands unity of effort across our alliance and across my national security team. And I don't think that we can sustain that unity of effort and achieve our objectives in Afghanistan without making this change. That, too, has guided my decision. I've just told my national security team that now is the time for all of us to come together. Doing so is not an option, but an obligation. I welcome debate among my team, but I won't tolerate division.
Man, this guy takes a while getting to what he's saying, man. It's just, look, here's how I would have handled it. The dude's going to talk smack like that, I'd have shown him my pimp hand. I mean, that guy is gone, man. His career is, in the immortal words of Spike Lee, OVA, O-V-A-H. Okay? Of course you can't say stuff like that. Man, Obama's so careful. Anyway, all right, bless his heart. He's careful. He's a politician. He did what he did.